is 20 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from Eastern New Mexico University, Roswell, Donna Oracion back with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Doing okay, a little chilly.
Yeah, things have been busy, though, at the
but
college.
Yes,
so
we've been making up for lost time.
I know, with Thanksgiving here, I know there's a couple events coming up, and of course, you guys had some ribbon cuttings over the last month or so here.
Quite a few public events. We had a Veteran Center open. We had our food pantry open. We had an art gala last Thursday, showing off some of our artwork. So, yeah, we've been very busy. We're doing some registration events this week, just encouraging students to register for spring, and they get some pie. We
gotta have pie. Yeah,
gotta have
absolutely.
pie. It's pie season.
It is. Tis the season.
Tis the season for pie.
Now, just curious, since we're at pie conversation, are you a traditionalist at Thanksgiving, pumpkin, pecan, or do you like to go outside of those?
I like pumpkin and pecan. Apple's also a favorite too.
Okay.
But those are the three favorites. Yeah.
I gotta say, if anybody slips a blueberry pie in, I'm good. I don't care.
I like blueberry.
I don't care.
I don't like cherry.
I don't.
I'm not a cherry person.
It was my favorite of my father's. My father loved cherry pie, so we always had to have one around. And I don't love them like he did, but I won't not eat it either.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I make pecan pie, so I love pecan pies. But pumpkin has its place. Sometimes you just have to have pumpkin.
Maybe I'm surprised there's not a pumpkin pecan pie. There
probably is.
Chocolate pecan you get.
There's bourbon pecan, chocolate pecan.
I figured, why doesn't someone didn't combine the two?
Pecan pie cheesecake, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not surprised it's not a more popular thing at Thanksgiving, a pumpkin pecan pie. But I'm sure there's some families that do it every year.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's out there.
There's been a lot going on. Real quick with the Veterans Pantry, are people utilizing that now and taking advantage of the food pantry and everything?
Yes.
Yeah. Not the veteran. I combined the two there by accident. The food pantry, not the veterans support.
They're very close in the same. They're in the same building, pretty close around the corner from each other. But yes, our students are taking advantage of the food pantry. We're just still trying to get the word out to them and make sure they know about it. And
if you're listening, if you are a student at Eastern New Mexico University, Roswell, and you're ever in need there, swing on by.
Right.
And they're there to help you. I think that's the only requirement, right? You just got to be a student.
Right, just be a student. Yeah. They're open Mondays and Wednesdays 8 to 6 and Fridays 8 to noon.
Okay.
So you just walk in and talk to Woody. He's a great guy. He'll help you out and get you what you need. And
then, if your resources are bigger, maybe he can put you in touch with some other people that can help you even more.
Right.
So,
he has a lot of contacts in the community and is very familiar with all the food outreach support services. So
especially if you're a full-time student struggling, I get it.
Yeah, especially like when the weekend's coming. He'll get students going on Fridays and saying, I need some stuff to get me through.
I think we all
Saturday and Sunday.
I think we all been to those days where you're taking a couple extra ketchup packets, or ooh, there's saltines. Let me try to go a few extra.
We would go to the cafeteria and we would load up on cereal and peanut butter. We'd take our little containers and load up on cereal and peanut butter.
Oh yeah,
we were good with that.
It's life. We all been there at some point. So and also with the veterans, if you're a veteran and you want to get in touch with any services and if you have trouble like VA stuff and all that, they can help out.
Right, the GI Bill, any of that. We have a nice facility. We invested some money, but it's a nice kind of quiet lounge area as well if they want to just get some coffee or have a drink, watch some TV or relax or get on a computer.
Decompress for a few minutes.
Yeah, if they need something to print out something for whatever reason for some of their research or schoolwork.
Yeah, class. Yeah, absolutely.
They can do that. So it's just a nice area that's just for them. So I think it's great that we can serve our
Think of it like a little, like at the airport, the little VIP lounge to hang out in.
Lounge. Right, without the alcohol.
That's right. But plenty of coffee.
Plenty of coffee, water. We have filtered water.
Most veterans, I'm the exception, not the rule, but most veterans are fuel on coffee. So
yes, I think a lot of us are, especially in the winter time. But we also do take donations for the food pantry. So if people are out there and are interested in donating to our student food pantry, can drop off something, you can call James Woody. He's at 624-7251. And then, of course, that leads me into our event that we're having on Saturday, which will benefit the student food pantry, and that's our turkey trot.
Yes.
So it's our third believe it's our third.
Well, this is
annual
Dr.
one.
Powell's kind of passion, isn't it? The turkey trot.
He initiated the turkey trot, and we had to not do it during 2020, and so we've been
I think
back
he did,
at it.
but he was the only one.
He probably did it on his
He
own.
ran the,
yes.
he did it. Well, I remember, especially during COVID, like if you followed Dr. Powell on social media, he was doing, like, he'd go to different places.
He loves to run in different communities.
He's a very outdoorsy, active, he's a military guy too,
yes.
but he loves, so the turkey trot, that's probably his place where he gets to de-stress and decompose and
he was going to run the course.
Decompose, de-stress.
De-stress. He was going to run the course yesterday, but with the wind and the cold, he decided not to. But he might have run it this morning. Who knows? But
it is less windy.
It is not as miserable when the wind's not blowing.
Yeah.
So so it's Saturday, and of course it's combined. So we have a Memorial Fun Run Walk, and that's 1 mile, and we do that in memory of David Gonzalez with his family and that. So that starts at 8, and then the 5K run walk starts at 9.
Okay.
And there's just on-site registration. You don't have to register in advance or anything. There's no
come
entry
on down.
fee. Just go on
Ready
down.
to run.
We'll give you your bib. Start registering at 7, and that's in the PE Center on our campus. And then the route kind of takes you around the campus down Earl Cummings, and we have it all blocked off with cones, and we have the city permits and everything, and so it's all safe.
And it's a fun run, so I mean you can be as competitive with it as you want.
If you want to be, go full force and try and get first place, or you can do that, or you just can walk with your friends,
have fun
with your dog,
or
family,
make a goof
kids.
out of it. Get 2 turkey drumsticks. It is a turkey trot.
You could wear a costume.
Costume.
Yeah,
might be cool. A thicker costume might be a little bit more appreciated.
We're looking at the weather. It's going to be a little chilly.
Yeah, it is
cold.
It is
on
fall.
Saturday morning.
Yeah, it is fall in New Mexico.
So you'll have to definitely dress warmly, dress in layers. So if you get hot, you can take a layer off. So yes, you can bring a non-perishable food item, and that will go to our food bank, or you can bring a bag of cat food or dog food for the Friends of Roswell animals. So if your passion is supporting our furry friends, then you can donate to that as well.
And no problem if you want to bring both. Bring some people food and some pet food.
That's right.
Yeah, non-perishable, obviously.
Right.
Box things, canned things.
Right.
Don't be bringing fresh turkeys and stuff.
No, we don't. We won't take it.
But there are people that could use those. So if you do have those, reach out to. I know, several the
probably Salvation
Army,
Roswell
Refuge or Harvest Ministries. Yeah, there's or maybe the community kitchen, something like that might be more beneficial for that. But for this event Saturday, just bring your canned goods or
and that'll
get
you in, and we'll give you your bib, and we'll start the memorial walk at 8, and the 5K run walk at 9.
Well, it's great that they're honoring the family and with the Gonzalez family and continue. Speaking of that, how's of course the studio just opened up here. It's hadn't been a year
yet,
but
in May,
about 6 months ago as well.
It's doing well. We had some of our crew from KENW TV down last Thursday for the art gala and
good deal.
Doing some things.
So it's getting utilized.
They've got the green screen in there, and it's all set to go. And our media art students
are utilizing it and
well.
everything. Well, see, I bet that's the part the Gonzalez family loves the most.
Yes.
Is the media art
that's
students.
Carrying on his
that's
legacy.
His passion. Yeah. So to see that's his influence direct right there.
Right.
So that's cool.
So we're really pleased to have that. But yeah, we've just been really working on updating some of our facilities. Of course, the Bond 3 did pass.
Thank you everyone for voting.
Thank you
yes
everyone
on
for
that.
voting. We appreciate it. And that will invest over $6 million in our community with NMMI project as well. So we'll be installing some fire suppression or sprinkler systems in 3 buildings with that money and get that going.
Yeah.
In the next year or so. So really appreciative of the voters who supported
Absolutely.
us.
Well, and this bond, like we said with Dr. Powell back when we were asking people to vote. The campus and many other facilities across the state have benefited greatly from these bonds being passed.
Right.
The automotive center that they're now enjoying, that is all the work of the bonds.
And we're getting all of our lighting upgraded around campus, adding video surveillance.
That was the one from the previous bond, right?
2020, yes.
Yeah. The automotive one was a couple bonds
18.
ago.
Yeah. It all kind of runs in.
But all of this goes on to improve this campus for years to come.
And that's what the goal is, to continue to reinvest in our facilities, because things age just like everything ages.
And
we
all
have
know
to keep them modern and updated.
Yeah.
And if we don't, we're really hurting our students in the end. And that's
Absolutely.
training our workforce, our local workforce. And these are the people that you see in your doctor's office. They see when you call the plumber. A lot of people, HVAC, they've been trained on our campus. So
Absolutely.
everyone is impacted by it.
Well, and we sometimes we forget the campus resides on an old Air Force base that really hasn't been an Air Force base since the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
So, which means a lot of the buildings and facilities were probably built pre-World War II. Which means, and obviously the campus has been remodeled, renovated,
right,
rebuilt.
And we do have some newer construction, but even newer construction is in the 80s.
Yeah.
And
so
that's really not new anymore.
Infrastructure that the campus is a part of and uses on a daily basis that's been around since they were bombardiers and everything training out there instead of a campus being out there.
Right.
So we have to remember that. And so, like, when we talk about some of these, like the lighting and some of these more recent upgrades that are being on, a lot of this is just replacing stuff that was put on this earth before some of us were even on it, or most of us were even on
it. And technology changes and equipment changes, becomes just more modern, more cost efficient, and just trying to keep up with that is difficult.
Absolutely.
with the funding that we receive from tuition and from the state allocations. We can't do it all. So that's why these bonds really do come in and help us with all of that.
Well, just like automotive, taking that one there, I mean, obviously, we all know that maintenance on a car in 2022 is night and day difference in maintenance on a car in 1982.
Right.
And when your facilities are to train and to educate the mechanics to work on cars in 2022, you need to have the computers, all the equipment and facilities that a 2022 mechanic would use. And that's the difference. So they have to stay up on all this stuff and stay, because otherwise, what's the point in training mechanics there if they got to retrain them on all the new stuff once they get their first job? You know, so that's part of that too. So.
And it's true that we try and upgrade or remodel current facilities as opposed to building new facilities, because that would, in a sense, be extravagant. Well, let's just tear everything down and start over. Well, a lot of things are, if the bones are good and things are initially there, we can invest that money in remodeling and restructuring and upgrading as opposed to building new facilities. So we're not trying to just, really go to the voters every time and say, we want new stuff all the time. We're trying to be good stewards of that money. And so that's why we look at what we can improve that's already there and not have to just tear down everything that's already there.
If you wanted to go that route, then you say, well, sure, we'll charge what Texas Tech or UNM or anybody else charges for fees, and then we'll bilk our students, and then we'll build our Jetsons building here.
Right.
And that's not a way either.
That's really not. So we tore down the old Quonset huts because they frankly were really past their life cycle. We have a new maintenance building, and that's nice. So that's one of the very few actual new construction that we've had, and we don't anticipate any brand new construction. In the near future, we're really upgrading what we have, in our facilities master plan will be kind of revised also in the spring, and looking at what's next. We need to update our signage and things like that around campus. So we're always trying to improve the environment that our students are working in.
But at the same time, being good stewards of the money that's been allocated or the public has entrusted with the college. So
right. So we really appreciate that support, and when you come out to the campus, you can see the changes and improvements, and know that we're doing it all for, because we just can't let that campus run down. We need to keep it. Well, we need to keep it nice.
And let's face it, it's a unique role. It's different than back getting Texas Tech and UNM. These are community campuses. Not all the students that attend are college life students. Like you go to tech, and I mean, let's face it, the kids are going to school there. That's their whole world is college.
Right.
Where community college, you have people that just taking one class, maybe not taking any classes.
Right.
They're just
commuters.
coming to use some of the facilities at the campus there.
Yes.
And so you've got to meet all of those needs and do that. So it's a unique role that the college serves that's different than others, and so you have to think that way and act that way. So.
Right, and we know that we're on the south side of town. Now, people don't drive past us every single day, so they may not think about us every single day unless they have a reason to go out to the campus if they're not going to school or going to the airport or something. But even though they may not think about us every day, we're still there working and serving our community.
Absolutely, and which brings to my next thing with spring semesters. Now's the time.
Yeah, we start classes right after Martin Luther King, so it's January 17th. We're registering for spring. You can go online, of course. You can make an appointment with an advisor, which we recommend is the best route to go.
And this is the time to do it before finals and before the chaos of the Christmas holiday and the ending of the fall semester, because after Thanksgiving, all that kind of
it just fast forwards into the New Year. So
this week and leading up to it is a really good time to sit down with an advisor, kind of plot what you want to do, and let them kind of navigate or help you. Tell you what you want to do and let them kind of tell you the path to do that, and get settled in all now. And of course, if you are currently a student. If you want, if you're trying to get the good times and getting the schedule
to stay
that's
on your schedule. And your
now's the
plan.
time to put your schedule together. Not in January, not in late December. This is when you do it, right?
And
now.
we do take a winter break. So starting the 23rd, I believe, we'll be out. So even though you'll be maybe wanting to do something, you can do it online.
Sure.
But if you want to speak with somebody or visit with somebody, the campus will be closed for winter break.
Yeah.
Right after New Year's Day. So it is a great time to think about spring. And we've got variety of programs, classes, whatever you're looking at. Just go online
and
look
in
at the class
person.
schedule.
And of course, when you're done there, mosey on over to the financial aid office and get, because I don't care if you're a millionaire or don't have to, or you're hitting the pantry afterwards. Doesn't matter. Go talk to the financial aid office. They can usually find ways if you're willing to just get that FAFSA form filled out and willing to fill out some applications. They could probably get you enough to maybe pay for the whole thing or at least a portion of it.
And we say this all the time, but we have so many scholarships, and we sent out a message again last week. We have campus scholarships, foundation scholarships, civic club scholarships. If you go on the scholarship page on the website, there's online applications. You don't even have to go see somebody. You just fill out the online application for all the foundation scholarships. And those are all deadlines are due February.
Okay.
So you have time to do that. But just browse through those, and a lot of them will be applicable to your situation or what you're some are specific to a health program, or some are specific. Some are just very general, very open.
Yeah. Some are just because you're into STEM or something, and they're all
There's
different.
the Opportunity Scholarship that the Financial Aid Office will award you. There's Pell Grants. There's
a lot of
study programs.
Free money out there if you're willing to
make
do the research and take some effort. And
just a little bit.
And trust me, the financial aid folks, they're loving for you to come in and talk to them, because I'm sure they get frustrated. They're like,
we don't want that money to be just sitting there unused.
Thousands, if not more than that, dollars that sit there unused each year. I mean, nationally, it's probably in the millions, but even here in Southeast New Mexico, it's probably in the thousands of dollars that go unclaimed.
And it's not money that you need to pay back. It's money that you're entitled to based on your financial situation, your unmet need, as we call it.
Some may have an academic or a requirement to maintain while you're in, but like you said, it's free money.
Right. We're not encouraging students to go into debt or anything like that. There's a lot of money available before you get to
the strings are before.
Any kind of loan.
The strings are before they give you the money, and it's usually if you pursue a degree in engineering, or if you're from a certain area, or if your parents are a veteran or something like that, or you're a veteran. Those are the types of prerequisite or strings that come with it. But once you do that, then it's free money, and you're under no obligation to pay it back, or anything like that. And now a loan's a little different. maybe take an accounting class if you need to learn some of that stuff. But
Right.
but with grants and scholarships and these things, these are all free money that are other people that are wanting to invest in your future, which in turns investing in the country's future.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
So yes, we encourage people to register for spring, talk to financial aid, get that all sorted out before.
Yeah.
And then you can enjoy your holiday break.
Yeah, but this is the sweet spot to do all that. And then come out for the turkey trot here on Saturday.
Yep, we've got the turkey trot
a lot of fun.
Saturday. Of course, we have our graduation for fall. It will be December 8th.
Okay.
So we're doing 2 ceremonies again in our Performing Arts Center. That way we can spread it out and give our graduates.
I know this is the smaller of the 2 graduations, but you still have quite a few students that graduate in the fall, don't you?
It's over 150.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's quite a few.
Yeah.
And we could probably pack everybody into one ceremony, but we like to give our graduates opportunity to have as many of their friends and family come, so they get tickets.
It's a special moment.
So we kind of break it up, and so we have a 5:30 and a 7:30, and so that way we give graduates the opportunity to have as many of their friends and family attend with them.
It's a great way to do it. So and of course the part I always love is we get to meet the guest speakers, the valedictorian, those folks that and usually those guest speakers every time they're always folks that generally against odds. They're ones that they went the path that the road less traveled sometimes to get to their degree, and that's what I love about that.
Our speaker this December is Haley. Her name is Haley Gonzalez. She's a criminal justice major, and she went through dual credit classes. She's a presidential scholar, but she's the first in her family to graduate from college.
That's great.
And she was always encouraged by her mom to get good grades no matter what.
So she's a product of hard work.
She is. She's a Roswell High graduate, and she is a product of hard work. So,
that's amazing.
And she's great. She's such a optimistic, positive person, and she'll do a great job. So we're really looking forward to that as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love that's my favorite part of all that stuff is to hear those inspirational
they're
stories.
real, students that have succeeded and are moving on, and we don't really encourage, professional speakers that, or politicians,
Well, they're
we really want
inspirations.
students that other students can relate to.
Sure. Yeah, they're inspirations. They're people that you're thinking, if that person could do it, and we're hearing their struggles, what they went through. Certainly, I can do that, or I can either relate, or man, I don't have it nearly as hard as that person. I should be able to do this. You know what I mean? But either way, it's an inspiration.
Yes.
And that's what I like about it.
So we're looking forward to that. And again, we've just got a great campus, and we really encourage people to come out anytime, go for a tour, just come see us, talk to an advisor. We're always open.
Yeah, and of course, if you're, we're talking degree plans and all this, but don't forget, if you're just looking, maybe you're retired and you want to take a few classes, you want to, personal growth. We always talk about shooting for a degree or shooting for a better job. If you're just like, I've always wanted to learn ceramics. I just always wanted to, I love history, and I'd love to maybe just sit in on a class and listen about U.S. history or European history or something like that.
Well, it's never too late to learn something new, as they say, and we're all lifelong learners. So
absolutely,
that's what we're there for.
Yeah, so come on down to the campus, and this is the time. Come for a visit. Come down. Come have lunch. Come, hang out.
Our cafeteria's open. It's great. They have great food.
They have delicious food there. So, yeah, the best burritos in town are on the south end down there between the campus and they love those. In the airport, it's same people, but those are really good burritos.
Yes,
so. Excellent. Donna, is there anything we missed? Anything we wanted to?
No, just again, we appreciate everybody's support of our campus, and
come out this Saturday.
Come out Saturday. We hope to have a good turnout for the turkey trot.
Come on out. It's going to be cool, but that's okay. It'll get you geared up and get the juices flowing. So if you're going to go watch football later in the day, because we got high school football and NMMI's playing later in the day. So there's a lot. The Wool Bowl's a busy Saturday there. So definitely that way you can do your running, exercise, and then eat hot dogs and
there you go. That's a good plan.
Turkey dogs. It's turkey trot. So. Awesome. Well, Donna, as always, appreciate
Thank
the
you,
visit.
Mike.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Between now and then, and we'll see you next month. Okay.
Yep.
Right in the craziness. That'll be the next time we talk to her. That'll be in the Christmas. Everyone's shutting down, but everyone's trying to get ready for the spring semester.
Procrastinators.
So be like now and be chill and go in there and walk and stroll.
Don't be a procrastinator.
Have your cup of coffee and visit and sit and don't be scrambling with your hair in 6 directions and all unorganized.
Right.
Avoid that.
Try and avoid that.
Yes. Well, thank you, Donna. We'll see you next time.
Okay.